Hey Kegrt racing fans, and welcome to race 4 in Imola. After our last race in Australia, where Al did phenomenally to keep himself where he needed to be, up in the top 10, just to go from second all the way down to 7th because of track limits. It is something that we are looking to work on this race. Going by practice and qualifying, it's not going to go as well as we had hoped and what we thought. We're really hoping to make sure, where's that reflection coming from? Don't know. We're really looking to make sure that we get rid of those pesky little problems that we've been having, hitting other drivers in front, hurting our nose wing, and track limits has been killing us for Al. So that's what he's looking to work on. Starting at the back of the grid, unfortunately not being able to get in a lap without those track limits, and had to do it in the rain, and even then it wasn't enough. Obviously, it's going to be very slow. Darulava doing amazing. He's going to start at 12th, and we're looking forward to, I don't know why I'm telling you, you're going to see this later on during the bloody thing when we check out the grid. But the point is, we're starting 12th to see how we're going to go, and we really hope that he can push himself into the points. He's had a race without it, and hopefully he can get himself back into it. Otherwise, it's going to be not amazing, but we need to get some points going. Otherwise, we'll fall too far away from this championship defence with both the constructors and the drivers. So, I guess the only thing we got left to do before we start this race is to check out what we did and what the team briefing was all about.
Today, there's no major expectation on you, so just give it everything. That's all we can ask.
Got a couple of ideas here. So, do we sit there and go the soft exactly like that? I didn't even think about going on those, but I would imagine bringing it down would be the case, and then going with soft. Or would it be better off going the hards for longer? Couple of laps longer and then go on mediums. Problem is, everyone will be going hards, and then there's warm up on mine. Well, I'm going to the mediums. Do you know what? We'll give that one a crack. I don't think I want to go the softs. I think I'll pit too early on the softs and then have to try and come back into it. But this looks good. 12 laps. Can I revert the strategies to see? Yeah. I reckon we'll do that. Alright. Let's give it a crack.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Hamilton, Sainz, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Stroll, Ocon, Darulava, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Sargent, Leclerc, Joe, Albon, Kyle, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Need a good start here. And away we go. Zhao pulling off on there and trying to get in the inside. Albon had a great start as Sargent comes around, trying to block off the inside lane as we go well outside, trying to come around there, as it looks like Ricciardo's trying to beat us there. Oh, got to try and brake a bit harder there and get away without any damage. Warning, we got a collision with Albon there as we go around the outside of our stuff. Now we're out onto the gravel, which isn't great. The rain just inside doesn't do us too well. And we start off pretty bad, losing another place. but not too far off him. So if we can keep ourselves going and not damage our tyres any more than what we just did, we should be right as Bottas is behind us, looking and lurking, trying to get his way around as Sonoda pulls away a little bit on us there. And we keep up as we come around to this dangerous part of it here. And we struggle to keep ourselves on the thing, on the track, as Bottas continues to hound us from behind. Oh, it's track limits is what the issue was with us during qualifying as well, but it doesn't look like we're catching anybody on this one. And we keep trying to come around.
Start was fine. Let's try.
Bit of a lock up from people down here. Looks where you come around the corner, not too bad, but it looks like we're losing out to time and Sonoda as Bottas falls back behind us. Trying to catch up now. DRS is enabled, haven't had that for a race. Now we're going to see if we can continue to get ourselves further up as we catch up to Sonoda. Can we pull ourselves out of that one and lose some time as we go track limits again? And we were 2 laps into this, so we're going to have to be very, very careful coming into that. Otherwise, we are going to screw ourselves. As we take the corner too wide, bump into Bottas and get a goddamn front wing thing again.
You've taken some minor damage.
Hey mate, how are ya? Oh, not a great start to us there, as we do now take our nose wing off again. And now we're dead last. Struggling to make sure that we do not do anything else, as track limits are going to hurt us, as it looks like Bottas has been damaged by us. And we are trying to catch him. This hasn't been our track.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our
So
tyres.
far so good with this one. But we haven't nearly swiped out the back of him there. Looks like we either going to go in or he goes in. So we managed to keep ourselves going now. The damage to the front wing hasn't done too much to us, and they haven't asked us to pit, so we'll continue to go on with this for now. Oh, totally mucked that corner up, and they pull out to us. A 3.5 second lead to the guys in front of us here, which is not good for us in the slightest. Still managing to keep ourselves on track. Now, as it looks like the time comes down for these guys, as our tyres seem to have heated up a little bit more. Hurts that we can't see them right now. 3.2 seconds. We can try and wheel them back in, but it's not looking good. Are we going to be able to just even finish this race? Would be the more of the issue.
Car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind running hard tyres.
Oh, there's another fucking penalty for us.
At the end of the race, get your head down and let's get it done.
Flirting with the lines too much here as we cut across. We're 3.5 seconds now behind Sonoda. And it doesn't look like we're catching. In fact, it looks like we're losing more and more ground here. Now that I can still see them though, but I just don't see us catching up to them. We've seen what can happen. We got up to second from nearly dead last time. So if we continue to keep going, we can potentially get ourselves into some sort of a spot here, but 4.2 seconds out in front is not great.
4.2 seconds.
Now fuck off with your exceeding track limits. There's no way that was the case. Verstappen pulls a 1:19 for the fastest lap, 3 seconds off qualifying pace. Seems like now the tyres are getting into some sort of area. We're still going to try and chase down Sonoda here, but I can't see it happening. This is going to be a race that we are not going to like. This will be our worst race that we would have had ever. Oh, track limits again. Come on. Here we go. Four seconds was the margin that we had there with Sonoda, but it still looks like he's pulling out on us. We're losing the sight of him around the track again as we try and keep up. But it's just not looking good for us. Just isn't going to be our day today as we go to lap 5 with nothing happening. It doesn't look like there's going to be any kind of safety car that's going to help us here. We're going to lose too much time going into the pits to fix the front wing as well, so maybe we just don't do that.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 8.6 seconds.
Doing well as we try and get ourselves up into it. Not to give away those track limits again. Got the time back to under 4 seconds. Our tyres seem to be getting some type of wear. Bit of, what do you want to call it? Grip going into that then, as we look like we're starting to catch up to the back markers now. Six laps before we pit. And only a 4 till they do, so trying to get into a better spot here to either be right behind them by the time they go in or to overtake them before would be amazing. It is not looking good for us. But we've brought it to under 3 seconds now. So what's going on up there? As we've got maybe some clean air that's giving us the chance to actually attack. Maybe actually just finding ourselves in the groove here, where we're not going off track limits and doing all sorts of stuff is probably the way that it is. We had the chance to attack and to
car in front, 3.0 seconds.
Try and get ourselves into some sort of good area as we go to closing the gap even further on Sonoda. Keep ourselves in a good position to maybe not end last. As we lose a bit of time to them here. Remembering that we've still got a 3-second penalty for track limits once again. And if we go over the limits one more time here, we are screwed. So, not going too well for us here. As the gap has now gone under 2 seconds. So I don't know how we're managing to pull this back, but here we are, doing it. Tyres are doing much better than usual, which is awesome to hear. We'll see, probably. Nearly too far in our corners. We go back over 2 seconds, but now we can actually see the guys. But it's not looking great for us. Oh, I thought we were going to go over the limits there, but we don't do that, so that's good. I thought we were going to have a better race than this, but Here we are trying to push him up. Almost within DRS range of Tsunoda. This would be amazing. And we sort of almost get it, but not quite. Tsunoda now rips out away from us. Not much seems to have changed for the lead or anything. Oh! And there we go again with our stupid fucking track limits. And there, that's it. That is our race. There is no way we are pulling that back. The 6-second bloody penalty. Again, it's the second time this season where we've gone track limits. Easily our worst race of the year. Nine laps in, we still haven't caught anyone. And here we are catching them now, so there should be a few of them pitting either now or next lap. Which doesn't help us at all. Except that we'll be on mediums, so it'll be depending on where we go. There will be no points this season. Well, not this season, this race at least, as we get back into DRS range. But we will definitely not be getting points this race. Just an absolutely horrible race from us. And again, we got track limits. One more, and we got 3 penalties for it. Again, already, twice. So Imola just not doing it for us at all, as we aren't last now, but we are still not catching Tsunoda.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
And as it looks like, we could maybe catch him, but he's going to pit, I could imagine, here. It's just not our day out today. I'll keep saying it because... Oh, Jesus! Not great as we watch him pull in here, and then we get some spots back easy for no real risk or reward.
So gap to the car ahead, 5.5 seconds.
As we will pull out in front of Verstappen for now. Ricardo now ahead of us, who we weren't catching either.
ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it.
We are now within a second of Ricardo, trying to... Well, that is our window will open very shortly for our pit. We'll find ourselves back at the back. As it stands, we're still only 15th. So we'll see how this all plays out.
J-Han's coming in for his stop now.
We'll watch them dive into the pits and we'll let us somehow get a bit in front. We'll see the top 10, but only because this is where we're at, sitting up at what? 5th. Where we should be as we fuck that up. Verstappen comes in closer. He should be our race, but he isn't our race today. I'm not trying to race him here, he's just not giving me a good spot to try and let him through without losing time for me.
Remember, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
There it is. We've let him through. He's not our fight today. Come on, mate. You can't brake that hard on the goddamn line.
Damage to your front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it. Okay, let's go now, come on. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Pit strategy complete. See these tires?
And there goes Bottas.
Caution, caution.
Oh, come on. I was...
Okay, clear.
I'm almost thinking about retiring because it's 9 seconds. There's nothing that's going to happen that's going to let me win this from 9 seconds away.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Really pointless race in here. You never know what can happen. I just sincerely doubt it. Purple through sector 2, so we had the pace, we had the speed, just not the skill. Three track limit penalties this race.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 4.4
Fastest
seconds.
lap of the race, you're kidding. Tried something with this one and it just wasn't good enough. The skill just was not there. I've lost my propensity to
Piastri has
commentate this, as we just haven't got anything really to talk about. It's just a boring race from our perspective here. This is where you'd wish that we could see something. Oh, fuck off with your track fucking limits. As we go fastest again with 118.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Stuff that corner up, but we still managed to make it. As it stands, we are still last with 6 laps to go. And Norris takes our fastest lap.
We're trailing the car ahead by 1.9 seconds.
All we're really hoping to do now is make sure that we're not last. Have we given ourselves enough time to be able to do that, though?
Pace is strong, but be aware these tyres need to go the distance. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
That's what we need. Somehow Hulkenberg's got an issue. We are now still 20th. Without actually coming dead last. So that's something for us here. As near the end of this, we managed to get some sort of form for this track. We actually get an overtake done here. Looks like we can. Our first one of the race was smooth. Doesn't really count though, considering it's still 9 seconds, but it's an overtake. We'll see how far up the track we can get.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Yeah, Sergeant. Too wide on that one as we turned. But we were right up Sergeant's behind. And here we are with him again. Oh, you've got to be shitting me, mate. I can't have been far off on that one. 4 track limit penalties. Come on, mate. You're taking the piss. We go around the outside of Sargent here.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Maybe we should have started off with the softs and then went to the mediums, because the medium seems to be our tyre here. As we've gone up to 18th. As Ricardo and Sonoda battle it out up this way. Here we go again. Not enough this time.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 9.6 seconds.
Oh, lost the time as we skidded but didn't lose it. Oh, for...
Alright, so we've been looking at the damage and we think we should be okay to continue. It's going to cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly at the end of the race.
And that's our race done. No point really pushing too hard on this now because we're 12 seconds with it.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Shit race from us, real bad. Never got out from the back of the pack. Fuck off, track limits, seriously. Not much really to say now. As we enter the last lap. Dead fucking last.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
With a fucking wing broken again. Oh, you can't. How? How is it like, how? Every fucking Jesus Christ.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
I don't even know what to say. Darulava, well, Max Verstappen taking out another win. Darulava finishing 11th again is great. Unfortunately not the point, but finishing 2 races in a row just outside. bodes pretty well. We fall down to 5th. Darulava stays in 11th, just ahead of Lance Stroll and Pierre Gasly, and the team drops down to 5th with Mercedes and Ferrari taking us over, which not really doing well, boding really well for our chances of getting this championships back. Take a look at the race. I don't even know what to say. Couldn't get anywhere up. We didn't make any headway at the back of the pack, didn't catch anyone, and 4 or 5 track limit penalties to give us a 15-second penalty. I mean, how we didn't get bloody disqualified, I don't know. But there we were. We did a couple of good overtakes, but I mean, clearly it wasn't enough. I mean, considering we had 6-second penalties and stuff like that by the time we did those overtakes, it really didn't seem like we were going to be getting any further up than we wanted to have been. Obviously, not the race that Al wanted. Darulava really showing some consistency and some poise where Al lacks it, and he finished 11th again, which is awesome. Hopefully, we can get ourselves into the points. Well, one of us can get us into the points for the team. So 2 races, I think, in a row there where we don't have any points for the team. I think in Australia we did. Imola is the first race where we both didn't score points, and that's been the first race in a long time for Kegrt Racing Team where they haven't scored points, which isn't great. You probably have to go back to the first or second season to find a time where we didn't get it. So actually a bit worth looking into. Might be a time to dive into the files and have a look. But yes, nothing much more we can really say for this one. So thank you for joining us. Sorry it was such a shit race, but make sure you follow us on Twitch to see all the races live, on Instagram for updates, and on TikTok to see the highlights when they drop, and on YouTube to relive every race of the season as they appear. Unfortunately, this isn't one of the better ones. It's probably one of the worst races Al's had, but probably if not the worst one in his career so far. So yeah, it is what it is. But alright guys, thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you next race in Monaco. Talk to you then.
PlayStation